How many encounters do you have to fight to beat Black Souls 2? Today I will try to beat Black Souls 2 with the lowest number of encounters possible. Without further ado, let's start the run. Choosing class doesn't actually matter in my opinion, since you can simply find all the classes' equipment from the respective corpses. So I chose Fluffy. I mean, just look at him. And for the record, I am not a furry. My character got sleepy naturally. Like, it's not like there's an outer god orchestrating this scene of mine or anything. Anyway, in this game, I don't have to skip the prologue as there's no encounters in it. Then immediately they asked me what my preference of incest was. I chose Little Sister because it's the least peculiar one. Totally not because I have Little Sister fetish or anything. I woke up into a picnic with my dear sister, Alice. What a lovely moment. Surely nothing bad will happen sometime in the near future. Somebody save me. Damn, I wish this can go on forever. Ugh! What happened? Where is Alice? I tried to escape and got hit by an earthquake and fell. Once I woke up, I looked around and... where am I? Where is Alice? The door is locked. Okay, cool. Now this game turned into an escape room where I have to find the key somewhere hidden within these corpses. Nope! Interacting with the door that is clearly locked 3 times causes a corpse to fall which conveniently has a key. See, if something you do doesn't work, you'd better attempt it over and over again until it works. Going up the stairs into a rabbit hole. Climbing to enter a hole sure is ordinary. I found Alice! Her cat. I'm going to Alice. Pardon, I mean Alice. The cat gave me a master key to unlock this red door. Don't worry about it, I'll come back to it later. Before I received any souls, I used the black ash to teleport to Library Dream. Otherwise, I had to die to reach it. Interacting with this red book gave me these 2 rings. I tried to buy items from the polar bear with 0 souls, and the bear gave me 500 out of pity. Anyways, continuing our journey where I'm supposed to go up. Oh no, this black knight blocked me from going east. Good things come to those who wait. Very creative name, I must say. I drank a bottle that shrunk me. That cake is sentient. Entering a hole within a hole led me into a pond of strawberry juices. Also, can anyone please tell me how the hell am I supposed to get that chest? Anyway, after going east, I arrived at the Spore Forest. Now, there's a very important item. That's it guys, I found Alice and, allegedly, beat the game! So it is possible to beat Black Souls 2 with just only 0 encounters. Don't ask what actually happened here, it was a very essential part of the run. Turned out it was just a hallucination all along. Where is Alice? When I got back into Dream Library, a new visitor had arrived. Oh, it's fine, she's just a completely normal and ordinary librarian. Apparently, interacting with the hallucination increased my progression, represented by 1 torch lit up. See, I told you it was a fundamental part of the run. Oh yeah, the important item I was on about earlier was Unseen Paper. When use of it will grant me infinite invisibility. You'll see what I mean later on. Anyways, I went back to the pond and met Felice Berdodo. I'm going to Alice. Sorry, I meant Arise. She's about to spill the entire lore of the game to us but decided to cut the conversation short. Such common excuse that even I use. If I want to talk further, I have to re-enter the area and end the race. Made a covenant with her and for the low cost of 2k souls, she taught me how to run faster. I wonder how she can run very fast while carrying those 2 humongous circular objects. I went back to the rabbit hole and got invaded by Nightmare Spirit. Damn, if only they're fast enough that I can't just go past them. Okay, there's no way you can tell me this elevator moves vertically. I legit thought for the longest time that these are floors, not walls. This forest is burning. That's literally all I can say about it. Oh look, a secret passage. I know I said Jin was useless in the last video, but her shield will hard carry me. Not on this run though. I got an armor that gives a lot of attack and defense. To the east, and here comes the first boss fight. Well, that was easy. No encounter needed even. This is where Unseen Paper came in handy as I got to skip her encounter. Can someone explain how this elevator even moves? It's literally not attached to anything, so it just floats and moves magically? I looted Knuckles, a very OP weapon that I will only use for one singular fight. Also got hidden by the spell which is Infinite Unseen Paper for the low cost of 5 mana. Now I can explore without the fear of an encounter, is what I would have said if I didn't collide with a fish like a fucking idiot. Anyway, below the forest fire is a raining face market. Nothing interesting really happened here, therefore I went to the cemetery and started on my new career as a grave robber. Just beyond it is a cathedral, a snake cathedral to be exact. Chester Cat just made the absolute greatest biology joke I ever heard. Before I continued forward, there's something important I have to do first. If I wanted to reach Ludwig Town, I had to kill this rabbit boss first. That's my first encounter, but what if I don't want to? Instead, I committed a crime that is murder multiple times in game of course, until my sen reached 0 or lower. Then if I went back to the rabbit hole, this door suddenly appeared. Entering it transported me into the mental world. This place at 0 sen is always unsettling. Just be grateful I did the background music so don't have to listen to its ambient. And that's how I reached Ludwig Town, to a door that exists only in reality. 0 sen lore video coming up maybe someday? I don't need to stay at 0 sen anymore, so to get back to 100 sen, I needed to do a different crime. I mean, if she's fine with it, enjoying it even, then is it still considered a crime? In the middle of Ludwig Town lies a tavern. There are 3 important characters here, Alice Badavari and a whore, the bartender, but most importantly, a character with the best character development that went through existential crisis, almost accepting fate as he thought his entire existence was just a process of the food chain. I'm going to Alice. The south area led to a sewer, where I got my first gun. Then got power crab before my first encounter. Outside of the sewer, I came across a bridge. A griffin told me that the bridge is broken and I should stay on the left side to not fall. Liar. But actually, that's exactly what I wanted. In this room, I acquired a ring that reduces physical pain by 20%, in game of course, and a flame sorcery. Going east led me to a prostitute's house. Just like in real life. Above Ludwig Town was Upper Ludwig Town, very creative name. But before that, I had to pass through the Park of Fog where I must not stray from these lands. If I did, I would be teleported to the start again. There, the cashier cat wanted to play a game with me, spot the difference between the left and the right picture. Except she told me to look at the middle of the screen. Yes, the black border separating the 2 pictures. This picture basically told us the difference between... Now I can defy the law of physics. I got a ring that increases my crit chance by 20%. Useless. I will have had 100% crit chance by the second encounter without the ring. After a while, I finally reached Upper Ludwig Town. Fun fact, entering Upper Ludwig Town increases the game progression by 1. Now I went back to the Ripon Grand Cathedral. A rifle is armor in case you don't know already. Afterwards, I went to the underground crypt to flip this switch. It opened the secret door to the Serpent Skull altar, and coincidentally, increased the game progression to 3. I can go against my human instinct.
It's a male lizard, by the way.
I'm going to Alice. Bill gave me a get pass to meet the Queen of Hearts. I went back to the Spore Forest, can't remember why, and made a covenant with Shisha, a caterpillar. Wait, what? I thought Shisha is supposed to be a dog. Then finally, I reached the Mushroom Village. This place will be important later on. Anyway, beyond Riddle Cemetery was a fog leading to the Garden of the Heart. I got halted by these 2 guards, then got a pass by showing the pass build for abuse gave me. This event triggered the 4th progression. That's 4 out of 10 torches lit without a single encounter. I legit don't understand what this message means. Not long after, I arrived at Red Castle Frizzle, but I was too lazy to explore the area, so let's prepare for my first encounter instead. I saw lots of souls I got from exploring thus far. It wasn't much, but enough nonetheless. Before I leveled up, I bought a lot of blood vials, made a covenant with Node, and maxed it out. The covenant increases my HP by 50% and doubles all recovery items. Then I leveled up to level 25. I decided not to use all my souls, just in case I need it for something else. The boss that I'll be fighting is in Billingsgate Fish Market. But before that, because the last challenge was a breeze due to being played at difficulty 0, I increased my game's difficulty to difficulty 4, the middle ground. I am so ready to get one-shotted. Unlike the first game, in this game you get teammates only on specific battles by summoning Dream Spirits. And yes, all of the Dream Spirits are bosses in the first game. I went with the best gear I had, I could think of actually. And here comes the first boss and encounter. Bellcaller Bellman. Whoops, I forgot to learn my sorceries. I started the fight by boosting all my stats including max HP and MP with Knuckle Skill Ambition and got demolished before I could heal up. Well, the first attempt doesn't always go well. I decided to swap out my armors because they had previously reduced my speed. The strategy of this fight is very simple. Buff up twice to ensure I don't get one-shot, heal up when necessary, but most importantly, chase the fight with DOT effects. I mean, it would take forever to do this fight normally, when I'm literally doing 12 damage to the boss. Burn DOT does 5% of the boss's max HP as damage every turn. I tried lowering its defense so Sinbad can do more damage, but that barely mattered, so perish the taunt. Buff, heal, cast flame, rinse, and repeat until the boss reaches second phase. It charged up and before I could even do anything, fired its charge attack and killed me. Now, the current strategy simply one-cut it, so I resorted to chasing the fight with, you guessed it, evasion. But hold on a second, the dodge skill is slightly nerfed in this game. It's only 70% instead of the 100% the previous game had, but I can easily surpass that number using math. By equipping armors that increase my evasion up to 30%, I could reach 100% if I use the dodge skill. But hold on a second, if I kept on spamming those every single turn, when will I get the chance to deal damage? I mean, yeah, I could rely on Sinbad, but I'm too impatient for that. What is the best way to give children drugs? Exactly, candy. I gave out candies, not to children, but to this white crow. This happened to be a child, of its parents that is. With 5 candy nuts fit in your mouth, I could try for a dark wood grain ring. What this does is upgrade the dodge skill. I meant add another skill similar to the dodge skill because it's RPG Maker. What did you expect? Acrobatics, which is basically dodge but it lasts for 1 extra turn. Which means I can alternate between using that skill and another skill while maintaining 100% evasion at all times. With this infinite power, I forgot to use it and died anyway. Back to the second phase and I got lucky that I got a turn before the boss fight its charge attack. I used this opportunity to break him for a turn. Hey yo, what the? That I just now defied the law of physics. I meant ignore evasion. But as long as it doesn't hit me 3 times, I won't die. I boosted Sinbad's magic defense so it doesn't die from this guy's explosion. I forgot to use it again. Ugh. Oh great, never mattered, ignores evasion anyway. I died again because they exploded before I could heal. In case you don't know, summon units keeps their AP bar when they die, which means because these guys died with 99% AP, the moment they got summoned again they immediately exploded and killed me. Is that it? Is all I can do now is rely on RNG and keep on going until one day I succeed? Nope, I'm not out of options just yet. I haven't exploited Sinbad Rotten yet. By equipping the Posser's Ring, which I forgot where I got it from, the opponents will target Sinbad instead of me 100% of the time. But this still doesn't protect me from multi-target attacks. And guess what? Our multi-target attacks in this fight cannot pierce through evasion. Sinbad is very tanky with 18,000 HP. And see what I mean? It didn't even hit me once. I kept on alternating between acrobatics, evasion, and flame until the boss died. Wait. Fuck, I forgot to heal Sinbad. Okay, attempt number, I don't remember honestly. Well, that was quick. Okay, now all I have to do is not mess up and I should be able to win the fight. Oh yeah, I never mentioned this, but Sinbad will always use his roar attack whenever there are summon units on the screen, and he also does his charge attack whenever the boss does. A couple of flames and acrobatics later, the boss's HP went out and I finally prevailed. Whew, that was tough and fun. But don't get your hopes up, it all goes downhill from here. In other words, the only entertaining fight in the entirety of the run. It would be funny if I forgot to save after all of this, right? That marked the 5th progression of the run. Beyond the fish market is a beach, and below the beach is the Oyster's Rotted Sea. But before that, with 228k souls I get from the boss, I reached level 51. That's a big power up. Back to the sea. Ender Sword, the best weapon in the game of Black Souls 1. It's not the best here, not because of the double MP cost nerf, but simply there are better weapons out there. I met an oyster, a cheeky oyster, that needed to be disciplined. She handed me 99 polluted fishes and asked me to distribute them. I gave them all to the polar bear and she rewarded me handsomely with this 50% magic resistance shield. I got Ring of the Reaper, which increases my attack by 400 at the cost of 50% evasion. Son of a... Please don't tell me I've got to say... In the middle of the sea is an elevator. Is that supposed to be a wall or something? Then I reach an endgame area, ship graveyard, and my path is blocked by this gigantic fish, so I had to kill him to pass through the unknown happening. Instead, what I had to do is re-enter the area and run as quickly as possible before the fish blocked the bridge. Inside the broken ship, I found a corpse that carried Uchigatana, an extremely powerful weapon with 50% crit chance. This is pretty much the only reason why I insisted on fighting the ship boss earlier. With it, I can steamroll over bosses pretty easily. Have I ever told you that this game is a horror game? Every heroine in Black Souls 1. Did I kill them all? But why? Is this memory real? Subscribe if you want to see me do ending C in Black Souls 1. What in the actual fuck was that? That event just doubled my madness level. Anyway, I have no more business here. Now it's time to upgrade my Uchigatana all the way to Kishigatana. Beautiful 100% crit chance. I also maxed out my Ender Sword for 100% bonus action. I went back to the Spore Forest and went west this time. This is my second encounter and also the 6th progression, Old Knight William. I forgot to equip my Ender Sword at the start of the battle, so I did get to have 2 actions on the first turn. Buff my attack with Carpenter Screws and self-mutilated for an extra 50% attack. Used Alpine Resins, but most importantly drank alcohol for double damage. 4500 attack. Kikoku Shushu almost killed him and also stunned him. Now that's an easy victory. Soon after, I arrived at the Duchess mansion. I met the chicken from the tavern and he's trying to meet the Duchess to be eaten. Too bad he didn't bring any pepper. Well, this is awkward. Anyways, I just had to go past him before he moved. Nice disguise, I guess. Beyond this walk, I found the Duchess Margaret von Tyrol, who cooked a pig by throwing it into the air. I'm going to Alice. Nope! That would trigger an encounter if I had said that. Instead, I gave her pepper and meat. And just like that, I skipped a boss fight and increased the progression without having an encounter. I was granted a train ticket to Queensland, an area that doesn't exist in this run. Her Covenant at max level is 100% bonus action at the expense of half my speed. I'll stick to notes for the time being. Next up was the Structure House, just north of Billings Catfish Market. This was where all those children as the byproduct of prostitution were slaughtered to maintain Wonderland's population. You don't get to see any children here because we, or rather Grim, is hallucinating right now and sees them as pigs instead. Anyway, this is not the time to talk about Zero's and lore. More importantly, I found Chikros once again. He finally found the place, the opportunity for him to meet his life goal, to be eaten. But is this really what he truly wanted? Yes, that's the only reason he was born after all. But before that happened, he had one last wish. To see snow falling from the sky. Don't worry my friend, I will make that wish come true. Well, that was dark. Now I just have to find the butcher and son of a, I had to go all the way around solely because I had to fight these guys otherwise. Also, there aren't flipping centipedes, they're dogs. After a long detour, I finally found it. Here comes the third encounter, the Beast-clad Butcher. I forgot to equip the Ender Sword again. After a series of buffing later, a gunshot and the Kinkoku Shushu almost killed him. I was supposed to die there had my teammate not taken the hit. Can't blame RNG when it's in my favor. The butcher is done and that marks the 8th progression. Upstairs was Carol River. I found a boat that led me to a shop that sold a bunch of useful items. I'm going to Ellie's. I supplied myself with enough, definitely not excessive, number of buff items, drugs, and some lewd photos. It was necessary so I don't have to kill no 1200 gajillion times to come back to reality. After scouting the area and found a bonfire, I went back to the slaughterhouse for chicken roast. Oh, he was very ecstatic to hear that. I still couldn't figure out how he escaped that fence though. Beautiful. The snow and the sky are amazing. They're incredible. I was truly grateful, my friend. As a sign of gratitude, I want you to be the one that eats me. I too would be happy. I'm ready anytime. Don't hesitate now. Don't live to die. But I was born to be eaten. I understand, my friend. If you say so, then I'll try to live. If I do, perhaps I can eventually find meaning in life someday. Let's meet again someday. Bye-bye. Oh, I definitely 100% help him because I care about him, not because he rewarded me with 30 caddies or anything. Now, there are only 2 more torches waiting to be lit. I had pretty much exhausted all my options to progress that didn't require an encounter. There are 5 of them if you haven't noticed, so I had to fight 2 bosses no matter what. But the question is, which boss should I fight? Before I answer that, I bought some alcohol. Sorry, I'm addicted to large arbitrary numbers that don't mean anything. Nope, this is a family-friendly channel. I spent the rest of my souls to level up to level 83. I also used the 30 candies I got, totally not for ingratiating a vulnerable chicken, for the Black Ghost Ring, which gives a tremendous amount of stats at the cost of not having MP. As for the next boss, I decided to go back to the Mushroom Village. Without MP, I couldn't use Hidden Body. Luckily, Unseen Paper exists and I had a lot of them. There's no one inside, but in reality, looking at 23 of lewd photos made this house disappear, unlocking the backyard. The 4th encounter is Giant House, which looked like a mummy made out of wood. This time I actually remembered to equip Ender Sword, so I could attack twice on the first turn. Several buffs later, I used Gunshot and 2 Kinkoku Shushus which shredded half the boss's HP, then I died from heavy soldier charges. Is this what every BS1 boss felt when I fought them? I replaced my gun with Giant Shield for light resistance and optimized my armors for magic defense. Yes, I have to do this on every boss I ever fought after unlocking Carol River. Blame the developer for making items that consuming turns. I did way less damage than before, but also take way less damage. Oh, are you serious? He launched his charge attack when he was 1 millisecond away from my turn. Of course I died. And nope, evasion won't work. The charge attack ignores evasion. The strategy that I found is that I should lower his HP just above 50% and wait for his charge attack. When his HP is above 50%, not only is the charge attack weaker, but it can also be broken. And while he's broken, he took more damage and died in only 2 Kinkoku Shushus. Giant Wooster Soul can be traded for the best ring in the game, Black Rabbit Ring. It's basically Ender Sword, but as an accessory. Double MP cost wouldn't matter since I had no mana anyway. With 1.8 million souls I got from the boss fight, I was able to level up to level 240. The last boss I fought doesn't really matter to be honest. I decided to go to Fuming Forest to fight Frumious Bandersnatch as the 5th encounter. You know, the rubber dog that fell into lava 3 minutes into the video. She died on the first turn, nothing interesting happened beside that. I'm going to Alice. She said Alice was dead? How could that be? Such a liar needs to be disciplined. I made a covenant with her and it boosted my attack by 50%. See, I told you I'm addicted to big imaginary numbers. When I went back to the dream library, Nod had gone upstairs. All the torches were lit and a cat carrying a blonde girl went through the door. The final door awaits. Then I had to walk through this unnecessarily long staircase. The final door awaits. Oh, look! Another door! Alice's room when she was a child. That's where I am. Turns out Castor Cat was Alice's cat and she died when Alice was still a little girl. I lifted the fog and walked to the empty room. Alice! I finally found you! The cat appeared trying to separate me from Alice. Unacceptable! Here comes the sixth and final encounter. Tearing Beast Dina. The beast that separated me from Alice. She's nothing special really. I know this will sound extremely anticlimactic, but with all the buffs and tricky Kokushushu, she almost died. Went to the second phase only to realize she's stunned by Kikukushushu at an astonishing 50% chance per slashes. That somehow missed twice. The final boss Dina fell into the slash of a normal attack. That's it. Victory had been achieved. Lastly, I had to pick between two crimes to commit, incest or murder. I mean, I wouldn't want to kill Alice after spending my entire life finding her. It's alright, incest is completely normal and acceptable in Wonderland. They literally force you to choose at the start of the game. This was all dreams and all lies? I'm being deceived. Where's Alice? And there you have it, the end of our journey. Black Souls 2 beaten with only 6 encounters. Way less than what it took for the first game. I'm honestly impressed that there are multiple ways to skip the game's progression. Alice's hallucination was probably the hardest to figure out because I actually found it by surprise. There are no real mandatory boss fights except Dina herself, and I think that's really cool. The bosses I chose to fight in this run are all completely optional. What impacted my choices were how useful and impactful beating a boss was, like how Bellman opened my road to Kishigatana and Butcher allowed me to get the Black Ghost Ring. There aren't many RPG games out there with as much freedom as Black Souls when it comes to progressing. To be completely honest, I still have some doubts. There might be still ways or offense that increase the game's progression without an encounter that I haven't figured out yet. If you know something, I highly appreciate it if you leave it down in the comment. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this neat little video and I will see you again in the next challenge run. What, you think the video is over already? I mean, yeah, the run is very much over already. For ending A, that is. There are still other endings that are possible to get up to this point without starting over. Let's get through all of them. Hello my dear cat, I'm back for Alice. I really don't wanna commentate on the same battle again. Ending C is basically what happened if I committed the other crime. Oh god, what have I done? Where is Alice? Oh wait, that's not ending C. This is what I actually had to do to get ending C. First and foremost, I had to unequip everything and drunk alcohol while running around in circles, squares like an idiot until I ran out of HP and punched Dina in the face. But most importantly, or rather, the only important step is to lose the battle. Bro, what the hell, man? This is supposed to be a game about Alice in Wonderland, a wholesome children's story. Am I supposed to retell all of this to my kids in the future? There you go. Ending C. Ending E is basically ending D, except it happened outside the matrix. If you go below 30 cents in the child's room, this happens. Leave? Time to snap back into reality by looking at lewd pictures. Everything was torn apart. What actually happened to Alice? The cat's back for the 1600th time. I mean, I'm ready to slug the rat every time. The Alice I had been pursuing all this time was an imposter. She's nothing more than an actress acting on the show I was in. She revealed her true form as Shadow Demoness, the super secret 7th encounter. Since I didn't get a break to open the menu, I couldn't start the fight with Ender Sword equipped. Why do you people even enjoy this game? Literally have to do this on every single fight. What the fuck was that evasion? Oh great, she used Omniblast and I don't even have mana to dispel it. Great, she's also immune to crits. Shit, stupid charge attack. Okay, I had to optimize my build for her. All she does is magic damage, dark damage to be exact. Good thing I had the Shell Shield that housed magic damage. I kept Bandersnatch's Covenant because I was so sure I could survive her attacks. Needless to say, I had to fight the stupid cat again. Wait, I died? To Dina? The chance of her not getting stunned from Kikoku Shushu 3 times in a row is 12.5%, or 1% if it stacks with Kishigatana's 25% chance to stun.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Just setting up the boss, nothing to see here. My attacks dealt very low damage. Once again, she used Omnibus twice. Let's see how it goes this time. I'm still dead? Okay, I'm just gonna use the good old cheese. Yep, this needed to happen again. I'm back, you stupid demon. For the love of God! Okay, there's no way I can do this without Blackwood's ring. I needed those fat stats, man. It's fine. I'm not coping, this is possible. There's still one more strategy I've never done yet. A strategy so complicated that even 99% of JRPG players had never done before. This is probably our last meeting with the cat. I will miss it. Well, I guess not. Stupid 12.5% screwed me up. Thank you for your company across all of Wonderland. Thank you for everything. Now just let me finish this goddamn run. Okay, you don't have to see this portion of the fight. And yes, the grandeur of a strategy I was talking about is... I bet you'd never done it in the JRPG before. Unless the game told you to. With the power of 2 action in a turn, I could guard while attacking at the same time. It's slow, but it's better than nothing. But you look at that damage was nothing. And I believe guard protects from crits too. Oh yeah, I also decided to use Iai for my attack instead of Kikoku Shushu because it pierces evasion. Then she made a grave mistake that immediately lost her the fight. She tried to do a charge attack, but I was fast enough to break her. Just had to refresh my buff first before that. The fact that she's in broken state means she takes more damage and has no evasion. She just happened to lose her boss, and I went all in with Kikoku Shushu, and Shadow Demoness is no more. After killing the imposter Alice and ending the story, 3 more Alices just spawned in and killed me. Anyway, that's the last ending. Ending E. Ending A, C, and D took 6 encounters, while ending E took 7. Whew. Now that was a very long post-credit scene. It's over for real now. See you next month on the next challenge that is ending F and G. Okay, I will fade the screen to black so you'll actually leave.